Rideshare buddy out on the road, helping each other lighten the load. Tips and tricks, yeah, the knowledge flows in this grind where the journey glows.
Hi and welcome back to the channel. This is Rideshare Buddy UK. My name's Kevin, and today it's Sunday the 5th of October, and I'm changing it up a little bit today because it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So I've started at 8 o'clock. I'm going to see how long it takes me to make £100, and then depending on how busy it is, I'll stay or I'll go back home. But my Maxymo settings today, I've set for £5 minimum fare, 1.5 miles maximum running distance, £1.40 minimum mileage, and £29 minimum pounds per hour, minimum pounds per hour. So those are my settings. Work-wise, I am staying well away from Cardiff today because it's a Cardiff Half Marathon. That means streets will be closed, traffic will be backed up, and it will be horrendous, and I won't earn any money because I'll be sat in traffic, which is what happened yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, I did a job into Cardiff. It took over 2 hours to go to Cardiff from Newport and back. It was a crawl. It really was. Mainly because of the getting things ready for the marathon. So, staying well away from the marathon today. I might do a quick check on the status of the bridge. If the M48 bridge is open, and I think it is today, it was closed all of yesterday because of high winds, because of Operation Storm Amy. If it's open, I might head out towards Caldecott and Chepstow Way to do work. We'll see what happens. But let's get the absolute start. It's 8 o'clock, well, 3 minutes past 8. See how quickly we can make £100, and then I'll decide, depending on the hourly rate, how much, whether I stay out for longer or not. And also today I'll do a quick update on the more detailed update on what's happening on the road rage front.
A Sunday morning, drizzle on the dash, city center's crawling, cones and running packs. Every road's a riddle, every turn's a test, but I've got my playlist and a half tank left. First one in the backseat, medal on his chest, says he ran through Prague once, man that was the best. Talks about the bridges, the beer, the crowd, I knocked through the traffic, the horns too loud. Oh, it's miles and stories, gears and glory, every fair's a chapter in a rolling story. From Lisbon hills to the streets of Rome, they've all run far, I just drive them home, yeah. Miles and stories, one by one, through Cardiff rain and marathon sun. Next ride's two friends and matching vests, talking Paris, pavements and Berlin stress. They laugh about the blisters, the morning pain, but say they do it all again. Running from Madrid, says mate you should try. I tell him only time I'm running's when I'm late for a guy. We all share a chuckle at the red light glow, then it's back to the roads only Uber drivers know. Oh, it's miles and stories, gears and glory, every fair's a chapter in a rolling story. From Budapest nights to Stockholm stones, they've all chased finish lines, I chase postcodes, yeah. Miles and stories, one by one, through Cardiff rain and marathon sun. Outside the castle, the crowd still roars. I'm weaving through the backstreet detours. Somewhere in the mirror, a metal swings, and I'm thinking how the city sings. Oh, miles and stories, dreams in motion, from the seven winds to the Baltic Ocean. They run, be just me, my car, and their memory.
Okay, so time for a quick 11s. It's 11:32. There you go. Can you see it? 11:32, £110.20 in 3.5 hours. So, yeah, pretty good day so far. I did say I wasn't going to come into Cardiff, but I did. The money was just too good. So, 3.5 hours, £110. I'm now going to take a break, have something to eat, drink, have my 11s, do a charge of the car because I'm down to 32%, and then after I got that done, we can have a chat about the situation so far with regards to this road rage attack down at Newport Railway Station. But let's go to the BP, I think. BP at Malpas Road, get me back into Newport. I am in Cardiff at the moment. I don't want to be in Cardiff now. It's going to get quite busy this afternoon. The race started at 10 o'clock. A couple of hours to 3 hours for the bulk of finishers to be coming in. So from about 1 o'clock onwards, it's just going to be hectic again. So I want to get out to Newport, have that break. I've done my target for the day, 3.5 hours, and I might just do another couple of hours after I've charged up, see what we can do, just pushing around Newport, and then go home after a reasonably decent Sunday morning. So we've had, let's just turn the aircon off to hide the fan sound. We've had a pretty good morning, coming in at £110 for 3.5 hours. Just had something to eat at BP Malpas, and I'm on charge, another 15-20 minutes to go. So, the update, as far as I can, on this road rage attack, I'll do a quick roundup of as much as I possibly can do. So, as you know, we had issues going up Queensway into Newport Railway Station, called the police. Great Police were first on the scene, but because it's in the railway station, it's British Transport Police Authority that takes over, so they've taken over the case. And it's been a bit of a mess. The investigation has. It's 3 months in, well, over 3 months now, and they've still not viewed or taken action on professional CCTV footage. And that footage would show that the other party was the suspect and I'm the victim. However, British Transport Police has decided to make me the suspect, because I tried to drive away when the other person was holding onto the car, tried to drive away from a threatening situation, and they say that was dangerous driving. So British Transport Police are investigating me for dangerous driving. The CCTV I have in the car proves that to be totally wrong, but they've decided not to use that CCTV or investigate it. I've not yet been called into the police to give a statement on the CCTV or anything. So I'm not going to go into too much details because of various legal actions that's going on. So from that respect, I have a solicitor involved in that respect because I'm a suspect. So I want the solicitor there should I now be called in because of various things. But he can't believe that it's dragged on so long. He can't believe that the British Transport Police are waiting until they've got all the medical statements from the other person before they view the video. He doesn't understand it, because the video shows there's nothing wrong, so there's no need for medical records because nothing happened. So he just totally can't believe what's going on or how long it's taking. Can't believe that I'm a suspect. Well, nobody can at the moment, but so that's the situation. So what I've done is, regarding the British Transport Police investigation, I've submitted an official complaint to British Transport Police and Independent Office of Police Conduct. Now, in that complaint, I put down that the officer is failing to investigate exculpatory evidence. What it is key evidence which shows that no offence was committed or what's been stated is incorrect. So he's had this video for 3 months. He's done nothing with it. He's failed to take into account the contents of that video, and that's basically against the Police and Crime Act, I think it is. I forgot all the details, I can't remember. It's against one of the laws that covers police investigations. So by failing to take into account properly exculpatory evidence, he's in breach of the law. He's also in breach of various aspects of the police College of Policing guidelines on how to conduct a fair and unbiased investigation. This is all stated in the complaint that went to the IOPC. Within 3 hours of them receiving it, they passed it on to the British Transport Police, and they've started an internal investigation. So that's where that is at the moment. Now, with regards to private prosecution, I'm only taking out private prosecution about what's happened on the grounds of British Transport Police Authority section. So that's taken to what's supposed to go threatening behaviour, assault with ABH, and criminal damage. Those 3 charges we've placed before the Magistrates Court, and they are now looking at the strength of the evidence, making sure the legal paperwork is completed, and once that happens, it can take a few days to a few weeks. The CPS, Crown Prosecution Service, then also have the option of reviewing the evidence and the case and the charges in a view to taking it over. So they could take it over, they could take it over and run with it, or they could take it over and drop it. We don't know yet, but if they do drop it, we'll be going for a judicial review of that, because the evidence is so clear, so obvious. What actually happened. It was a major road rage incident, and this guy needs to be put in front of a judge. So that's the situation with regards to private prosecution. Paperwork is in the Magistrates Court, and we just wait for them to review it. Now, we do know who it is. We did get a name and address from a person when we put up an appeal on Facebook. I had hoped to verify that name and address with a V888 submission to the DVLA as to who owned the car or who the car's registered with. They've came back and said because they wasn't involved in an accident, it was an assault, they can't, or they're not prepared to release details. Which is fine, it doesn't really matter to us, because one of the charges we've submitted, which is assault with ABH, is an either way offence, which means it can go to Crown Court, and because it can go to Crown Court, not only can we apply for warrants for the charges, we can also apply for an arrest warrant. So we think we know who it is. We haven't been able to verify it, so we can't really start dishing out charges until we do verify it. So we've also put in for an arrest warrant. The person will be arrested, brought to a police station, and will serve the warrants on him at the police station. The police do know who it is, obviously. They've been involved in the investigation, but they're not taking any action. At the moment, British Transport Police are investigating me for dangerous driving. They're not investigating the other person. That gives us a clean one at going for a private prosecution without interfering with a police investigation. So that's in there. The other thing that we private prosecution solicitors did was they submitted the footage of the brake checking incidences along the Queensway to Gwent Police. Gwent Police have said they will be taking positive action on the information. At the moment, we don't know what that is. That'll be for the police to review it and decide what they're going to do. It could be as simple as writing a letter to the other driver telling them they were not impressed with the driving. It could be inviting the other driver onto a driver awareness course, or it could be a full-on prosecution of the driver. Now, the fact that I'm taking and doing positive action means that it's either going to be reckless driving or dangerous driving. Because by law, for lesser charges such as speeding, careless driving, driving without due care and attention, the lesser laws, or the lesser motoring offences, the police have to serve on the driver a notice of intended prosecution, and that has to be served within 14 days of the offence. Now, we inform others now into the offence, and the fact that I'm taking positive action means there's only 2 offences that they can do after that 14 days. One is dangerous driving, the second is reckless driving. Those are really only 2 that they can now go with. So that's the instance. Those are 2 charges that may happen. Those are summary offences. Again, they'll time out after 6 months, unless there was an injury or a death, in which case they're open-ended. But yeah, Gwent Police are progressing with driving charges. What that will be, I don't know. Probably dangerous driving. Brake checking is designated as dangerous driving under the Road Traffic Act. So that may happen. We'll have to wait to see if they want to call us as witnesses, or me as a witness, or to find out what actually happened. They may just do an everything letter, or if it's a first offence, they may invite them along to a driver training course. So that's pretty much all up to date now. You know, British Transport Police are currently being investigated for professional misconduct. I have at the court, the magistrates' court now, charges being considered for threatening behaviour, assault with ABH, and criminal damage for the windscreen for the value of £800. Gwent Police are pursuing driving charges. So that's all up to date. Pretty much a good roundup. Still can't give you much detail until we actually start happening. But after all the court case is done, I am going to try and be able to find some way within the law of being able to publish and run the entire video so you can see what actually happened and make up your own minds as to who was at fault and who was guilty. So another 2 minutes to charge up, and then we can head off and do maybe a couple of hours. It's I've just called it to 12:30. We'll do a couple of hours, and then we'll call it quits and finish the day. It's been a very good, productive morning as well.
Sunday sun on the dash again. October gold through a bag of any rain. Plugged in early, full to go. Now it's Newport streets in the Uska soft glow. No engine hum, just a tire side. Passing cyclists and red kites flying high. Ping on the app, Chepstow bound. Windows down, no motor sound. I'm driving my Sunday smooth through Gwent. Picked up a runner by Seagumbrin Mall. Said he's saving up for a Tesla, y'all. Talks about Paris, Berlin, Rome, but he says, mate, Wales feels like home. Then a nana with flowers from Raglan Green says, this car's the quietest I've ever been. We laugh at lights, she hums along to a mellow tune on the radio song. I'm driving my EVU for now I'm rolling in the sun. I'm gliding my EV through Gwent, my friend. The golden light just won't quite end. From Kellyan's Arch to the 7th Cent, it's peace in motion 100%. Yeah, wheels keep turning, hearts content. Sunday gliding through Gwen. Sunday gliding through Gwen. Through the halfway goodbye. Autumn haze in an amber sky. If heaven hums, it must sound like this. An eddy of Uber and quiet bliss.
So that's it, shift over for the day. It's smack on 4 o'clock. Just dropped my last passenger up at the railway station, and I've done over £200. So that was 3.5 hours this morning from 8 to 11:30. Had an hour's break, and then 12:30 through till 4, another 3.5 hours, 7 hours for £201. But we'll go through the details of my strategy in just a moment when I get parked up. Well, yeah, those last passengers were a little bit worried. I picked them up at Chepstow Railway Station and brought them to Newport Railway Station because the next train from Chepstow is in about 3 hours and we weren't going to wait. On the way back up to Newport Railway Station, it was in the back, and I kept hearing the woman say, do you think we should get an Uber all the way back home to Swindon? Oh, no, please don't. I need the loo. I don't want to go to Swindon. But they were sort of quietly hushed in the back and talked about, well, quoted £160, shall we take it, shall we go to Swindon instead, and go home. Fortunately they didn't, so I dropped them off at the station. So that was a nice £25 to finish the day off on. It took me over the 200 mark so I could go home. But yeah, let's park up. I'll run through my strategy and what's happened today. Okay, so here we are. It's what is it? Can you see that? 16:04, 4 minutes past 4, £201.27. So that was done in 7 hours. So 201 divided by 7, £28.71 an hour. That's not bad, but that was mainly because of a really good session this morning, thanks to the Cardiff Marathon. So that was what really gave it a good start, a good boost for the day. So how did I do that? Well, I had Maxymo settings were within 1.5 mile to pick up, minimum fare £5, pounds per mile £1.40, and pounds per hour was £29. So I had to do either £29 an hour or £1.40 a mile, preferably both. And this morning I was doing both. Also, when I get a job, what I then do, I go to settings, preferences, and I turn off UberX on the Uber app. So I've only got Uber Comfort and Uber Priority on, and I keep those two on until after I've dropped the passenger off. So when I'm on the way to a job, or if I've got a passenger on board, I'm only looking for those UberX and Comfort jobs that pay a little bit more, and that paid off really well this morning because I was running on from priority to priority to priority. Because everybody in Cardiff was trying to get priority because there was just blanket red and nobody was going anywhere because of traffic. So that worked really well. I dropped off in Monmouth. I had to jump out to Monmouth, and I had the choice. I could even come straight back to Newport down the A40, very fast, back in Newport in about 20-25 minutes. But there's no residences along that route, so there was no way I was going to pick up any sort of passenger along that route. So I chose, because it's a nice day, got a bit of time, do some decent money. I thought I'd take the long route down through the Wye Valley Road, down through Tinton and into Chepstow. A lot longer route, but a nicer route, and I've got residences and villages and towns all the way down into Chepstow. Then from Chepstow I'll come down through Caldicott, Undy, Mega, that sort of way, All residences much more better likely to pick up passengers. So gathered to Chepstow with nothing on board, went down towards Newport, just past St Pierre, and I got pinged with a Chepstow station to Newport Station. Perfect, £25, brought me home, took me over £200, and brought me to the end of the shift. So yeah, pretty decent day today, 7 hours. This new Maxymo settings are paid off quite well. I've done quite good the last few times I've come out with these new settings. So I will do a Maxymo updated tutorial, because they've done some updates to the app, and the one I did before was about connecting up to your Uber account and having it all automated. Of course, that means Uber knows you're using Maxymo. But this new one, I'm using just the screen reader technology. It's not connected to my Uber account. A little bit slower, but you're a lot safer because Uber won't know that you're using Maxymo. And the new Maxymo settings are working out really, really well since I did that tutorial on how to use AI to get some settings. I have got a 4 week settings now, well, 4 weeks work now in the database. So I'm going to redo that exercise of using the AI, ChatGPT and Gemini to analyse the figures, see if we can get more accurate figures for next week. But next week's looking quite good. I've got an airport on tomorrow, 2 airports on Friday, and this Friday, Saturday and Sunday coming is the 3-day festival of horse racing, the Dragon Bet Festival, down at Chepstow Racecourse. 3 days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday of horse racing. Very big event for the time of year, flat season. So I'll probably be down Newport, so I'll probably be down Chepstow Saturday and Sunday. I might try and do a bit on Friday evening, but I've got those 2 airports on, but I'm dropping off at Bristol, so I'll come over the old bridge, if it's open and not closed, straight to Chepstow and see if there's anything around. But that's it. Thanks for watching today's video. We'll ride along and more some detailed updates on what's happening with regards to road rage. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care, God bless, and earn that pretty paddy.